people get a little bit scared, but 3 Tinies.
Well, you want to get scared? You're about to get scared. Find something to embrace as FY being initiated on Fear. Perfect rotation. Now toss him back, but he's still got the extra damage to go into Tiny. It's going to be enough. No, it's not, but Ice also in front lines. Fear, he's going to find himself a secondary one. The dive forward to Mail, burning so low, they need to keep him up. The stick charges will allow him to do so.
One more
he's
hit.
dropping, but there it is for Fear. A double kill for him.
On the side of EG is
Speaking of bottom,
a rotation.
yeah, Fenrir is not going to be too happy about this. That burn's going to slow him down enough. The Fear can just basically pummel him down. One arrow. He does get the Hex off the PPD. Will then allow him to get the last hit. Embrace up Universe. In comes Phoenix, but Universe needs to get out of here. A TP away to safety will allow it to happen. And Super again. These searing arrows from Fear are doing so much work. The Sal from Super will allow him to survive a little bit longer, and Fear's going to go down. Try to jump to Invis. Viper does get the kill before death, so he gets a little bit of Samael. Well, that Phoenix won't be reborn for another 17 seconds. Queen of Pain though, no way out of here. It's a level 3 Lion, but if you look at EG supports, Liven's gone up to 6.5, so you actually already have the oldie available. Mid lane, Super, looking low. Samala's have enough to finish the job, but at the same time, he's got a regeneration rune. Needs time to blink himself away. The toss down, Somali will go down. Finally, Vici Gaming gets something, but they lost the Phoenix for it in the meantime, and they might be able to pick up Fear as well, but nope.
Death to everybody right now on the side of Vici Gaming.
I'm limiting it down. I'm sorry. Have an open mind. Fenrir, Samael jumps in with a scream. They find the kill. The rockets are on the way in. Might make him think the clockwork's right behind him. Samael tossed up. He still has his regeneration room, but he can't get it off. FY gets the kill, but how? He just goes down. Fear's doing all the work. FY's got no other choice but to die. Right in between the towers, and even Ice locked in position. Cogs pushback. He'll dive up, but the attacks follow. It's a triple kill for Fear.
EG's cores are constantly rotating and saving whatever they can out of the ganks, and up at top, they are going to make the move for AUI, but can they even take him down with the amount of farm he has?
Resummon Familiars, the damage into Ice is huge when Samel comes in with both the DD rune and that Sonic Wave. They're still going to lose Owie. There's the Whispers on top, but how? Survival chance? Ask a question. Samel, regeneration room while Fear's killing off Lion. Ahead, like it's not the bias kind of factor when you look at this. This is just the reality that EG have such control. Now PPD gonna ice burn himself over the tree lines, and then Vici Gaming they lose vision, and even with the shards flying out, Fenrir controlled Samel out with a Sonic Wave. At least Super's able to survive through this, but Ice into the trees, tries his TP out. He will be successful. Yes, he will be. The Soul Assumption will try and chase him down. Tier 1. Oh no! The Soul Assumption will actually kill him before he can regenerate up. Hook shot in now to control up how FY giving whatever heal he can. Owie will die in the tree line. And EG, they've actually lost 2 players in this one. Universe down at 15. The toss will make it down to 3 players. 0 life, but Fear remaining unstoppable, taking out the bottom lane.
And that's typically an item you'll see when you want to get into a fight, but what that thought is, how's going to be the initiated on?
Yeah, Universe tried to jump on him straight away. Fear not enough damage, but Fenrir so low with just one attack in from that Clinks. They have to get rid of this egg, and they're going to, but can they? Yeah, they can. There goes Ice. The Aegis Immortal will pop. They did lose Universe at the same time, so EG never teams fight for them. Fear able to run himself far enough away from that avalanche that how? All he could do is just toss Samael up. One swing, almost got the ding over on Samael. Glimmer Cape survival from how runs away, but Soul Assumption the way to relocate. What did he hit?
Oh, I don't actually think he was able to get him.
I don't think he got the tether in time, but he definitely relocated back to base, and the save will fail. Fenrir, Fear is carving him up. EG, this is not the loss you want. FY comes back to fight unwillingly, maybe with a scream. Yep, he's going to pop from the Orchid. Fear the Avalanche will throw him up, and finally they get a big one. That's a huge one. That's a lot of money in from Hal. The shot is perfect. And Hal is very much exposed, so the Avalanche comes in.
Fear from behind.
Oh, this is going to be a point where you lose so many players. Hook shot in, splits the fight up. Ice even forced back in Fear on the protection of BKB, trying to rip apart Super, but he realizes, just kill off Ice. It's one big egg. This is looking to be cracked. Hal on the run down, Scream the Orcas on him. He'll go down too. It's a double kill for Samel and Fear. The Embrace will save him. Samel right behind, another blinking. A triple kill for this Queen of Pain. About to become an ultra killer that can reach Super in time. Universe is there. And it's a kill for Universe. It is 5 heroes wiped off the face of the earth. Vici, there's just nothing more they can do. Queen of Pain, he just takes out Io while Lion dies straight away in the mid. They're just keeping the numbers going the way of EG, and now the new items which also arrived. You've got Solar Crest, you've got Blade Mells, you've got actually the death of Ice.
teams.
Not very often, not with such a gap, and how I don't think you really want to be up here, man. That's familiar control. 1, 2, and 3, while Fear just pummels you apart with arrows that are on fire.
Look at that control between the two teammates. Like, he's ready with the birds. The aerial attack is there. Fear just needs half a second to be able to bring him down. And in this mid lane even,
FY Sumail, he's got a haste rune. He can actually jump up Orchid and Sonic Wave and get the kill, but there's no reason to risk. Okay, there's every reason to risk yourself. Goes up and Fear, Ice is dead. I think it's over, Blitz. They're being completely torn apart, crushed off it, and GG. not even 26 minutes into this game. Evil Geniuses not only 3-0 out Vici Gaming, they crushed them.
I don't even think this was an early GG call. If anything, it